Hello, folks. Welcome back to The Slice. We are back in town by popular request with another edition of Aussie Open Style Watch 2019. It's back. You guys have asked for it, and here we go. We're going to check in on the styles that the players are wearing down at the Australian Open. We're going to check out their fits, their drip, their swag, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to give my opinion on whether you should cop it, drop it, and whether it's hot or not. Wow, that's a lot of words. So let's get to it.
Welcome to the Slice.
Welcome to the Slice.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to The Slice. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and make sure you stay tuned to The Slice for the rest of this week as we have a big announcement coming out next week in the second week of the Australian Open. Definitely don't want to miss that. And right now, before we get into the styles, as far as our backdrop goes, there's been a debate whether I should move some of these pictures around. And old Gold Wolf, used to be one of the biggest trolls. Now I feel like he's a fan of the show. Wants me to move the Djokovic photo behind me because he feels like he doesn't deserve to be there. What do you guys think? I'm going to leave a poll in the community section of the Slice. You guys can vote whether we should move it or not. And if I move it, I get a Uniqlo shirt from him. So we're going to leave that up to a vote from the community. But Aussie Open Style Watch. What are players wearing? We're going to get right into it because I think I've seen some things that kind of disturb me. And we are going to start right out on top with the big boy, Nike. So we'll start out with some of the medium-sized players there, see what they're wearing. First, we got Grigor Dimitrov, who's played pretty good. And he looks pretty good, except for it looks like he has a highway running across his chest. I guess that's the fit for the going. Nike's theme this year is like Nike Rebels of the Court. It's like, wow, be rebellious. No one's ever done that before. It's like, I don't know how you're going to be so rebellious in tennis, like play outside the lines. You're not going to win that way. But we're rebels of the court. We got a highway on our chest. At least that's Grigor Dimitrov this time. Next up, we got Nick Kyrgios wearing a similar fit to that with the big black stripe. The best thing about Kyrgios's, though, fit is his shoes. And if you haven't seen, he's come out with a collaboration between him and basketball player Kyrie Irving, which is sick. Because if you didn't know anything about me, the two sports I've played the most in my life are basketball and tennis. So it's like me and Nick Kyrgios are like connected in the mind or something. But it's pretty sick to see a basketball and tennis crossover in a shoe. And if I could find a way to get my hands on those shoes, I would definitely cop them because they're pretty good. They're not anything like mind-blowing. They kind of just look like the Kyries, honestly, from basketball. But they are pretty sick. And, yeah, better than his Nike outfit, I'd say. The Nike outfit just gets worse from here, just saying, going forward. Next up, we got Nadal. So when Federer was still with Nike, it always seems like Nadal and Federer got their own unique outfits, and then everyone else kind of had this a mix-up of a similar outfit, and that's the same now, but just Nadal is still here. His outfit looks great. I think that is a pretty fresh tank. It shows they've gone back to showing off his muscles, moving away from his super tight T-shirts that they were wearing before, or they were giving him before. But I would say looks really cool on Nadal. Don't try this at home because you can't really pull that off unless you look like Nadal, and I'm guessing most of us don't have pipes like him. And now we head over to the Nike ladies, and this is where it gets bad. Here's Eugenie Bouchard, Canadian, wearing what looks like a Mario Kart racetrack on her shirt. I don't know what it is. There's like these random colors on the sleeve, and then there's like a checkered flag choker collar thing. It's like, I don't know how I feel about chokers in general. They kind of just make me nervous. I don't even know what they do. It's like, I don't know how to like think about chokers. But checkered flag one is just a bit weird. And then that's not even as bad as it gets. We got Simona Halep here looking like a factory worker out of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. She looks like some type of elf with her, especially with her hair up like that. That shirt is just so gimmicky that I just don't see it really catching on. I don't know. She looks like one of those kind of like licorice candies, though, you know, those pink and black ones. Anyways, Nike's really thrown a Hail Mary attempt on these outfits this year with the lady. And lastly, we got Serena Williams, the queen herself, looking like a tennis court while playing tennis on a tennis court. Anyways, that was Nike. Say what you will. I would say I would give them about a 5 out of 10. Some of those outfits are just way too much. I think that those are the opposite of what a timeless piece would be. I think they're kind of like one-off gimmicky outfit looks for a tournament. And then if anyone buys those outfits and then wears them like 3 years down the road, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's that outfit from those few years ago where everyone kind of looked ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's like those type of outfits. Not something that's going to last and be cool forever. I don't even think any of them are really cool now, to be honest. So that's Nike. Next up, we got the other big player Adidas, and they have gone for some like ocean vibes this time. I think that actually the clothes that they are, which we just got into the store that I work at, courtsidesports.com, it's using recycled plastic in some of their clothing, which is kind of cool. But yeah, they went for an ocean vibe, and you can see that here with Alexander Zverev looking pretty fresh. It's just kind of clean. There's not much going on, which is good though. If I'm buying a piece of clothing, I want it to be something that I can wear for a while, and Alexander Zverev looks fresh, calm, cool, and collected in this one. Dominic Thiem's got much of the same, but it's just fresh. Like there's just nothing that you don't really notice it, but that's almost kind of good. You want to kind of not notice every time. You don't want to have your mind try to be blown like Nike's been trying to do lately every time they put out a new outfit. You just want something like, yeah, I would wear this a lot. And I kind of like the little pink, Zverev's got that pink headband, Thiem's got the pink wristband, and they got the white shoes, just so it's look clean on those Australian Open blue courts. And on the girls' side, Wozniacki looks fresh, just nice, not too much going on here. So I think that Adidas has done pretty well. I would give Adidas about an 8 out of 10 as on the fresh scale at this year's Australian Open. I'd say they're looking pretty clean. So now we're out of the big players. We got Novak Djokovic looking extremely clean in this Lacoste fit. So I like the lines there going across the chest, and it matches his Asics shoes. So he's looking good. He's looking unique. Nobody else is really wearing Lacoste these days, I feel like. So Djokovic is looking good. I would pick this outfit up if I had money to spend on it. But yeah, I'd say, what do you guys think about it? But I'm saying Joker is looking clean. I think Lacoste picked Djokovic up at a very good time. They picked him up when he was in that dip, and then they sponsored him, and now he's risen back to the top. So buy low, sell high. That's kind of the name of the game. I don't know. Lacoste is killing it, though, and this is a great outfit. And now it brings us to Federer, who's pretty much the only player outside of Kei Nishikori wearing Uniqlo. And I'm trying to be unbiased here, but I seriously, there's no question in my mind that this is the most fresh look in the tournament. It's just clean polo and shorts, but just basic colors. That's what style should be right now, as you can see from this. Just basic, clean, not too much going on. Simple is in, less is more. That's the vibe right now, and Uniqlo is really accentuating that with Federer's outfit. On his polo shirt, which he hasn't worn for a while, by the way, no polos. It was all just tees at the end, or like those half polo things that Nike was giving. It's got this like Japanese kind of lapel thing. It looks pretty cool. He looks like, and then with his headband, it looks like a Japanese warrior out there crushing it and playing really well. So Federer looks the freshest, I think, out of anyone I've seen so far, and we've pretty much covered everyone except for Fila, my old sponsor. He used to send me free stuff, and they haven't anymore. We got John Isner up here. Yep, and now I understand why he lost in the first round. I don't know what this outfit's doing right now, but Fila's done a lot better in the past. But they don't really seem to change up their style enough. I don't know, but John Isner's not looking great there. So in other random brands, we have Daniel Evans wearing this outfit. I don't even know this brand. If anyone, I tried to look it up, couldn't find anything on it. If you guys know what it is, leave a comment in the section below. Maybe some English fans. It might be like some cult English brand. I don't know. I know that Andy Murray, during his announcement, was wearing a new brand called Castile. I think they're an English brand, but that actually looks pretty like some pretty fresh stuff. And even if this is his last tournament, I think they got some pretty cool exposure wearing that stuff. So I would say good for them. I would check their stuff out because honestly, even the on-court stuff looks pretty fresh. And again, it's that basic kind of colorway look, just bold, not too much going on, not trying to reinvent the wheel of what it means to look fresh on a tennis court. Thank you, Castile. That's a quick rip on what I think the players are wearing, what's hot and what's not. I would say stay away from Nike this year. They tried way too hard. Nike Rebels fell out of bounds, and I would say drop. Adidas, I would say cop. That's pretty fresh. If you want looking for some timeless pieces, I'd say get with it. Uniqlo, definitely cop. Looking absolutely fresh. I can't wait to get my hands on some Uniqlo. If you guys ever want to send me any just for fun, you want to send me clothes, you can do it. Uniqlo, if you're watching. Big fans of what you're doing over there with Roger Federer's camp. 300 million. Wow, for the next 10 years. I hope you guys' clothes are fresh. Fila, I would say, yeah, they've been nice to me in the past. You know, they give me cool. I've had some good stuff from like those polos. Like their streetwear is absolute hot fire. This Australian Open's tennis gear is a bit whack, not going to lie. And the Lacoste fit that Djokovic is wearing, I would definitely cop as well. So, you know what? I think the only people who really dropped the ball were Nike and Fila. Everyone else has done pretty well at this year's Australian Open. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this year's Style Watch at the Australian Open. Stay tuned for the French Open Style Watch, where we'll be bringing it back to tell you what's hot and what's not. Thanks for watching, folks. Click this button right here to become a better tennis fan, and watch this video to have all your dreams come true.